What is up, everyone? I am still Jaden, my master to this day, and I apologize if my voice sounds a little off, and that's because my ear is not feeling the greatest right now, so it's gonna take a while for me to get used to how it is right now, so hopefully I can get it fixed, but anyway, once the recovery feels better. But anyway, I am back with for the weekend. Well, that's actually by the time I'm actually after I'm done recording this, I'm actually gonna be getting back at Traditions USA. But in the meanwhile, I got a good amount of handheld games I'd like to show you. This is my handheld games that is not the DS and 3DS because I already did videos on those. So and I never no I hit no the reason why I say handheld is because I do not have a big collection for all the systems shown, and I was thinking about doing PSP and PS Vita, but I said you know what I have a lot of Game Gear and Game Boy One games, so I might as well show them off and into one videos, and it's a bit less stressful for me. So without further ado, let's go. So we're gonna start out with my PlayStation Portable, mainly because I do not have the best one in games for it, so we're just gonna get that out of the way, and we'll end with the Game Boy one because I actually have more better tests and actually they're all complete in box, which is awesome. So I guess they're not the best way to start out, but FIFA 09, FIFA 10. I'm not gonna go in depth about the sports games. And I'm actually going to make this real quick as possible. It could be a little shorter, but we got Hot Shots Golf and Hot Shots Tennis. This is actually part of the, as you call it, the UMD dual pack, which are these are extremely cheap. This one in particular is very very cheap. You can get this for like $5, no joke. It's actually pretty fun. You get more of your money. Yeah. I'll just save that for a little later actually, because I want to talk about it in more detail. Roman Nines, Puzzle Fusion, MLB 09 The Show, R-Type Command, which is actually, with this one, that's actually more, I thought this was going to be a tactical RPG, but it's not. It's actually more a, whatchamacallit, damn it, whatchamacallit, oh, it's more a game like Axis and Allies and Risk. It's more like that, except not good. I couldn't figure out how to play this one. And of course, you gotta have Sonic on your PSP, and this is one of the very few Sonic games on PSP that's exclusive. It's actually a more uncommon actually, so you can find this game as well as Sonic Rivals 2. I've been seeing this game for like $25-$30, so get it while you can. And I skipped this game in particular because I want to talk about it in more detail. This game is really awesome. I have played this game. It's basically a tactical RPG developed by Boba 5. And the reason why I got it is because two reasons. One, I don't have a lot of PSP games, and I didn't have an RPG on the PSP. Well, now I do. And this game was actually more a recommendation from Metal Jesus Rocks. So at Radical Reggie, they were talking about this game and saying how awesome it is. That's why I wanted to pick it up. And that game is John Dark. This is a really awesome game. It's basically, but I just found out is that this is actually follows the story of the realistic Joan of Arc, who was a famous historical figure. Yeah, so it's actually really cool and they follow this story really well. Right now I'm on stage 10. There's 40. What I did here is that there's 40 stages, so I'm really looking for. And I got stuck on stage 10, but I'm hoping I can get past it and actually beat the game, which will be awesome. Anyway, so now let's do. Now actually, let's do Game Gear first because I don't have a lot of Game Gear games, and then we'll do PS Vita. Yeah. So. So I got two Game Gear games. One of them is Woods, which I got from a trader with Mr. Wrong Way. Okay, his real name is Mr. Right Way, but I got this from him. So, and that's Wheel of Fortune. This is actually in the case, and I got one more Game Gear game, but I'm not adding it to the collection because it does not have this. This actually has it, so I'm adding it to the collection. I've not seen this, so Wheel of Fortune. I just need to find the box and manual for this. And this one I was really glad to have. This actually has the plastic on it, and I know a specific someone, Cooper actually, Wubbs, he's quite the games with the plastic so on, and this game has the plastic, which is really cool. Even though what sucks is that with this one it's not in mint condition. There's a lot of creases. But what I heard is that with the plastic on it, it's as close to getting it as sealed as, and if possible, in mint condition. But again, Ginga games you don't run across them completely in the box. So I was actually really excited I found this, and that's Deep Duck Trouble starring Donald Duck, which is actually a really cool Disney game. So I'm actually, and when I heard about this particular variant, is that it was originally released in 1992 or something, but Majesco released it in North America in '99. It's very, there's a lot of history behind it, and I saw this price at I saw this price at $28, and I saw that it's actually a $60 game. So $28 is actually a really good deal on that one. That's half box, seems like this will sell for more than that. So that's really cool. Alright, I'll be right back. I actually forgot a game I wanted to show, so I'll be right back and go get it. So sorry, my apologies about that. I actually forgot to get this game actually, so I'm glad I got it when I did. This game is actually, before I show my PS Vita, this is actually for the N-Gage, and I have shown this before. There's no market for this game, this system, but this is actually a game that's actually pretty uncommon and pretty rare, and that's Catan. It's actually made by Capcom, so which is kind of cool. I got this, and this is actually a North American copy. It's factory sealed. I actually asked how much Video Games New York would give me for this, and they said like $10, and that's no sorry $2 really, and that's because there's not a market for these unfortunately, and considering it's sealed, that's why I gotta kept it because it's actually more oddity, and I don't collect this kind of stuff. I want to have everything video games, and I don't have a lot of N-Gage games. I'm hoping I'll get more. Anyway, next up is the PlayStation Vita, and which is obviously a lot of people's favorite handheld, and it is a fantastic handheld. So I got, and it's obviously I have way more JRPGs for it than I do. I have way more better games with the Vita than I do PSP. So I'll talk about these in more detail. So first up is Conception 2. Children. Sorry, you can see that. Conception 2, Children of the Seven Stars, which is not a good game. I also have it on 3DS. It's actually getting very hard. This game's getting very uncommon. So Dengeki Bunko, Fighting Climax. Really fun fighting game. Better than something like Metro Plus, and people can say, oh, this one's boob service. No, it's actually, to be fair, this game actually has a variety of anime characters, including characters from Virtua Fighter and Valkyrie Chronicles. It's actually really cool that this game has that you can actually play as them, and actually have stages that are based on games from Sega franchises like Sonic, Burning Rangers, Phantasy Star, which I've never on Burning Rangers at this point, seeing how expensive that one got. But it's still a really awesome game. And it's also got Sword Art Online characters, and I've been wanting to get into that anime for a while. Anyway, next up, this game is very uncommon. If you get this game now because it's only getting harder to find. And that's Gravity Rush. This is a fantastic game. I thought that I wasn't gonna like this game, but since I really liked it, first game I got for the Vita. I've been seeing this game go for like $50-$60, and I haven't checked how much this game goes for, but this is actually pretty uncommon to find a North American copy. So I'm really glad I did. MLB The 12 The Show. It's MLB 12 The Show. Nothing too crazy. Mortal Kombat, which is a really awesome fighting game. I want to get the console one. I'm not gonna. With a game like Mortal Kombat, it's cool to have it on PS Vita so I can play as Kratos. And I actually found this at GameStop. No, I'm not joking. I actually found this at a GameStop in New Jersey actually. So it's actually really cool. I found it back when they were selling Vita stuff. They don't anymore. And this is probably the recent addition to my Vita collection. This game is actually pretty good, but I'm just not a fan of this type of visual novel, and I'll explain what it is because I found out a lot more information about this, what this kind of game falls into, and that is Lore 9 for our comments. So what it is that it's actually part of a subgenre of visual novels called the atome. Basically, what a tome is, it's more about the romantic relationship, not in a sexual way, between a male and a female anime characters. And it basically with more calming and relaxing music, if you wish. But yeah, there is now. Let me explain the true reason why I got this game. The true reason why I got this game is because I thought this was a JRPG that was more like Shin Megami Tensei. So that's, and obviously how much of a franchise, how much I love that franchise. So considering the fact that I don't run across it very often, and I was glad I found it. I did overpay for this one, but again, I don't run across it. So I was really glad to find it when I did. And speaking of Shin Megami, here's the thing: the PS Vita, we never got a Shin Megami on the PS Vita because in fact that Shin Megami is more to on what you call Nintendo consoles, especially Nintendo handhelds. So in its place, we got the Persona series, and this is obviously there are two of them, and I have this one, which is Persona 4 Golden, which is a fantastic game. Everybody knows this how great this game is. If honestly, I don't need to talk about this game more in detail because it's an amazing game. The best Persona game ever made, even better than 5 Royal. Yes, I will make that argument about that. Great game. I don't need to talk about it anymore. And I'll show you guys for it. We got PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, which is a great game. Well, it's actually not that great, actually. It's actually more like Smash Bros, but not good. The Sword Collection. This is actually getting very uncommon to find, especially on Vita. I just have not run across this game since I got this copy, and I got it from Amazon. My dad got it for me, so thank you very much for that. But yeah, pretty uncommon. Very glad to have it. And also we got Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed, which actually this one you get to play as Danica Patrick, who is a NASCAR racer, and Wreck-It Ralph from the Disney movie of the same name, which is really awesome. You get to play as Wreck-It Ralph. Considering the fact that Sonic wasn't Wreck-It Ralph, obviously Disney wanted to help pay say thank you return by writing allow Ralph to be a playable character in the game, which is really awesome. Really awesome. You get to play as a character like Wreck-It Ralph, seeing the licensing and all that. And I got one more PS Vita game. This is actually an import, actually. And yeah, I have shown this before, but I'll show you again. This is actually another Persona game, and this is actually one of the very few Persona games one of the very few import games that we never got. This is the only import game I own for the Vita, and that's Persona 3 Dancing Moonlight. I honestly don't know why I own this, but other than I think it's because of the novelty. I think the reason why, because I actually really wanted to play this, and I did not have a PS4 at the time. So now this is kind of makes this worthless because, well, I can basically play this. I can actually play this on my in English on my PS4 now because I have a PS4. I actually have the game on PS4, which I found at a book off. And also, it's a good thing I found it because actually one I needed. Well, now I don't. And so yeah, very glad to have it on Vita. But again, and I actually have 2 special editions I'll show real quick, and after we'll move on to the last handheld. Alright, before I move on to my last handheld, which is basically for the video, which is my Game Boy line, I actually have 2 special editions for the Vita that I actually picked up. Actually, both of these I got off eBay, but I wanted to show you anyhow. We got the Sharon the Wanderer, the Tower of Fortune, Dice of Fate, Extraordinary Wonder Edition, which is really cool. I got this. It's actually one that's something I've been wanting for a while, and never wanted to pay eBay. I don't have the game individually, so I need the game individually. It's also on Switch. But yeah, really cool. I have this, and it's actually a really nice special edition. I'm not gonna open it now because I don't open my special editions. And this one's even more cool. Unfortunately, this needs, like I said before, this needs an upgrade. I haven't been able to find another one in better shape for a decent price. So for an upgrade, I haven't been able to find an upgrade to this one. So I'm probably gonna have to leave this as it is. But very good. Cool. I have it, and that's the Persona 4 Dancing All Night Disco Fever Edition. And you can obviously tell this stays right there, but. Yeah, this is a really awesome piece to have. It sucks that this is not in a good condition because it's not in a horrible shape, but because I put tape on it, but to just make it stand out. But yeah, this is not in the best shape. I might just sell this. If I can find another one, then I'll basically I'll be able to sell this and make my money back. So, and I'll be able to sell what I paid for it on eBay. So that'll be awesome. Alright, so now let's move on to the last handheld. Alright, so last handheld for today is going to be my Game Boy one. And again, I actually have all these in alphabetical order, so I have 3 Game Boy games, one of them complete in box, one Game Boy Color game complete, and the other ones are basically, what did you call it? Oh. The other ones are basically, how do you say it? Oh, Game Boy Advance. So these two are these are the ones I actually was able to get the case. As far as I will be adding these to the collection, and that's first off is Block and Chase, which is really cool. Picked this one up. I found this at the flea market for I was able to get it for $7 or so. The guy was actually very not so happy about going down, but I was able to talk him down a little bit. And also Super Mario Land. So we're going to have this, even though I got it from Mr. Wrong Way. So basically the story about how I added this one to the collection. I had the card for this, but with this one, it did not have the case. Well, I was able to find a cheap Game Boy game with the case, and I swapped it out and basically put this game inside. So you know, the more expensive, the better one. So obviously this is one I added to the collection. And here are all my Game Boy games complete in box. First up, we have Kicks. But here's the thing about Game Boy games in the box. Game Boy games in the box are extremely hard to find. It's good I have one of these, but you just don't want to cross them very often. That being said, this game, I never tried this game, and again, I'm looking for a Super Game Boy. I could have got one on eBay when I had $30. I didn't, but I'm looking for a Super Game Boy. Hopefully, I'll get one soon. Let's actually play some of these Game Boy games. So we got, and of course with Game Boy Color, we got Mega Man Extreme. I heard that this is a really, really awesome game, and believe it or not, this game is actually very hard to find complete in the box. I actually got this from my mom for the holidays, so I'm not gonna say which one, but yes, very awesome to get this. Anyway, here are my 4 GBA games complete in the box. We got Guilty Gear Advance Edition, and this Gear X Advance, and this is actually factory sealed. Got this from J&L. Yes, a horrible J&L, but this is because in fact that I've seen this go for way more factory sealed. I was like, might as well pick this up. Again, this is it is a legit seal. If the game wasn't a legit seal, obviously, then I basically sell this for. I basically open it because actually what I'm looking for. It's not an expensive game to begin with, so fuck it. It's in the box. It's right there. We got Iridian 2. Which I've actually been playing this game more recently. Reason why is because I actually just got just picked up the DS Lite, which is my 4th one. But you haven't seen an unpick a video, which obviously will be added to the collection because, well, I don't have one. I bought it specifically for the Game Boy swap. So glad I was able to find another one. But yeah, Odium 2, we're really awesome shoot 'em up. This is actually one of the very few shoot 'em ups on the PS Game Boy Advance actually. So it's actually a very unique game. This is an actual shoot 'em up. But yes, you know the deal with shoot 'em ups. I am not good with shoot 'em ups. I like shoot 'em ups, but I suck at shoot 'em ups. And my 2 RPGs for the Game Boy Advance, and we're really awesome to have these. And I got them when I did. Mario Luigi Superstar Saga. Wait, is it the? No. Okay. But really awesome to have this game. And I actually need to go back to this game. This is a fantastic game. And yeah, I'm actually looking forward to playing this game again. And finally, last game for today. And this is actually not the best shape, but I'm glad I got this when I did, because in fact I'm never gonna run across this game again, completed box. And at least I have a game in this series completed box, and that's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team, which is a really awesome, unique RPG in the Pokemon series. It's actually one I've been wanting for a while. So it's really, and it's actually the very first in the series. I know this game just got a remake, and I'm still looking for the other one, which is Blue Rescue Team. So hopefully I'll get that soon. But very awesome to have that, and that is gonna be it for this video. You might be thinking why I decided to combine them together. I just don't have a lot of games for this. I don't know, for handhelds, and the reason why is because I just don't collect them as much. If I do see them for a decent price, of course I'll pick them up. But I'm not like into ordering lots, and I haven't collected much for these handhelds compared to something like DS or 3DS. I am hoping to get back into it, and I will pick it up at a later time. But that being said, I'm JD the Mighty Messbread. Keep playing games, have an amazing time, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.